Kenshi, and I'm excited to get back to our Kenshi today. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Twitch. Hello, VOD watchers. Hello, one and all. Scanlan, congrats on grabbing the first redeem today. Good to see you, and Trans Tanky Girl, and Space Monkey, and Kian, and at a Rarity, Commerkle, Rainstorm Wander. Hope everybody is doing well. So yeah, we've been on this Fogmen rehabilitation run for a couple streams now. I'd say it's going well. Oh, thank you, Commerkle. Thank you for being subscribed here for 37 months. That now means that is 3 years behind us. You've been subscribed here. No alert. I know I don't have them on this scene. But Commerkle, thank you very much for being a part of things from the very beginning, being my mod and supporter basically from the very first stream I ever did. The real alert is in your heart. So yeah, we're doing the Fogmen rehabilitation today. I have been editing it. It will be a video. I think it will probably be several videos. I think this will be a longer sort of playthrough with a couple of arcs. So I think it might end up being 2 or 3 videos. I've also been editing our Zoo Tycoon stream. That'll be a video. And over on the music channel, Adnocta Music, I just did a reaction to a Russian ballad, Dozh Delianas by Kino. That was a pretty nice little song. So yeah, a couple of things going on there and looking forward to doing more both on Twitch and on YouTube. So let's go ahead and move ourselves into the game. Your top tier human being. Oh, same to you, Commerkle. Thank you so very much, and I hope you have a good time today. Kitty, welcome in, Kitty. Okay, so goals for today. Get more farm workers, get more heavies, get more princes. Now, to get the princes, I think we're going to have to eliminate squads that currently exist. So we will grab some of the heavies and workers that we want for the farm, and then we will go and basically eliminate some squads. Did I ever play Dwarf Fortress? No, but I plan to on the channel, and I plan to play it by the same rules I did my Kenshi run, so totally blind, no help. Asking because you just played Dwarf Fortress and a handful of cavern mining accidents forced you to finally start up some clothing production. Yeah, I hear it is infamously dense and complex, so I look forward to going into that one knowing absolutely nothing about what I'm doing. Sometimes I want to play this game more than just on weekends. I really should get to the point, if I can get on top of myself productivity-wise, I can stream more and make more videos, and then we can do more of everything that we enjoy. But I just can't play this game more than 2 days a week and also get to the other things that I want to do on the channel. All right, so this is what we got right now. We've got our main squad here. We've got Goliath group. These are our heavies, and they're basically gaining combat experience as we go. And then we have Team Aphis. They are responsible for farming and production. Okay, so I'm thinking... Oh, we've got 162 wheat straw. We might need... Nobody's working the grain silo. Okay, that's interesting. It looks like Foggy is kind of doing it. but only as necessary for when Foggy runs out of the other things. We'll see if that ends up being a bottleneck for us. Now, as far as the rest of the squad, it feels so weird not to see Fogmen trying to eat people, right? Oh, you know what? I forgot that we recruited Jesse Blumen. Jesse, get over here. Your work starts now. Been a few all-nighters during your first playthrough of Mass Effect Andromeda. Don't want to quit because it's been so good story-wise. Hey, I'm glad that you're enjoying Andromeda. Just take care of yourself. Not to be confused with Jesse Pinkman, exactly. Jesse, we need to cook bread. So Jesse's first job is to operate the grain silo, which should get us food at a quicker pace here. Baking bread. The new hit series. Okay, that's going to take some time for the bread oven to get going. But I think that's already an improvement. And then look at the the screams of pain from just outside the compound. All right, so here's what we got to do. We do need to kill these squads so that they respawn and bring us some fresh princes. The Fresh Prince of Mongrel. Ever seen it? But let's do a couple of things first. Let's build an L house, which really should be a W house because it's just going to be a big dub for us. Hey, Willow, welcome in. It's good to see you. Which mods am I using in this playthrough? Recruit prisoners, 256 squad limit, nice maps, shopping economy expanded, and compressed textures. So not a huge amount of mods. A couple ones that are really carrying the playthrough, like recruit prisoners is really the main one, and 256 squad limit is definitely going to play a factor as well. What we'll do is we will build a... Oh, who are you? Fogmen just walked right through the base. We'll get some prison cells going, and we will also get some construction going in here as far as weaponsmithy and things like that. And then we'll start to move the rest of our squad out here. Overall, production is starting to look very good. We're at that part of the process where things are getting very satisfying. We may need a second well. How's it going? Been a little bit since you cut a stream. What's up with my background? Well, my background, we are actually sitting at the rooftop bar in Mongrel. I got a green screen, so I've been using it. You can see here. I do a different one for each playthrough if I have the time to set it up. So we had a slightly different Kenshi one last time. We've got a Metal Gear Solid one. But yeah, things are going well. Just recently got out my new video on the Gold Ship playthrough. That one, about 4 hours long. That one was a hell of an editing job. That's awesome, thank you. Okay, it looks like we are going to need a second well. Okay, so why is nobody building this house? Including Nardicus. Your job is engineering. Is your... Okay, you don't have any building materials, so why don't you go get them? Oh, building material, right. Why don't you go get them? Hell yeah, food is going the right direction. That's what I like to see. Tequila Blaze, welcome in. Got a nice amount of first aid kits going here. 2 whole bags of electrical components. You know, I think Benry, when Benry's not doing electronics, can be working the loom. At least until the fabrics fill up. All right, and then inside here, let's get Nardicus to go in. Okay, hold on. think the pathing is broken. Okay, Nardicus can go inside here now. We're gonna get ourselves a... Let's do a weaponsmith. Get a leather tanning bench. A leather armor crafting bench. We're going to need some storage for leather and skins. A couple armor storage. Some weapon cabinets. I feel like I should be able to fit one more here, but that's all right. Wait. Right there. Okay. And then we'll also get some lights in here. Now, one thing it'll be good to do when we get a little roving combat squad, we can send them out to fight some river raptors and bring home the skins. You know what, let's also add a fabric storage. That way when this one overflows, if it ever does, then they'll have another place to drop it off. That'll be right here by the armor crafting bench. Oh, and we'll need fabric for weapons, so it should work all the way around. And then let's also get some cages up top. That should use a good amount of our iron plates, but that's okay because Misha is on the job making more. Snake is hungry. I wonder why that would be. Maybe because somebody else keeps running by to collect the ore, so Snake never gets a chance to go back and eat. Okay, it looks like the food supply is going up. We got Beep here. So once all this is done, we can actually go ahead and get Chitinous and Uno over here, and maybe even Lunk. Beep can be our runner into town for things like leather. There you go, get him, Beep. should have a med kit. We're gonna first aid this one. And then pick him up. Throw him in the prison. And we'll just do that every once in a while, and that's how we'll add to our numbers. Okay, the weaponsmith is done. Let's get Chitinous out here. Chitinous is our high-level weaponsmith. Look at that, 83. Oh, did we have another one? We did. Beep, first aid this one. Pick up. Okay, that didn't work, so we'll try again in a bit. Now, a lot of the time we have to save and load for to reset the ability to talk to them. But we got a good suggestion from a YouTube commenter from Armchair Civilian who said, maybe if you pick them up and move them to a different cell, it'll reset that timer. Because it's supposed to be every hour you can talk to one and recruit it. Lurkin, hey, thank you, Commerkle. Enjoy the party that you're going to. Thanks for hanging with us. All right, let's see. So let's make make some pole arms and hold sabers and just repeat the queue. And we'll hope that our production of iron plates keeps up. If not, we'll just have to get more people mining the iron and working the refinery. Okay, any of them not, like, super injured? I think they all got hit, like, real bad. Okay, nothing so far. Oh, we've got a bunch of this stuff to either sell or bring with us. We'll get Una to drop a bunch of it off. Okay, they're using the beds. Good. And a death yard got wiped out. There we go. We just dumped a bunch of armor. Good for anybody new that we recruit. Hey, Boogie, welcome in. Hope you're well. Six leather. Okay, we'll bring the leather back to base. We're going to build up a little leather store for now. Hey, I'm doing good, Boogie. Good to see ya. We're just doing some town management right now. How many bugmen am I up to? Let's see. 5 in this squad. So 9, 15. Welcome in, Paul. And we're going to try to recruit a couple more. This is a great place for a base. It's looking pretty good so far. Hey, all right, we got a new one. Let's welcome Lloyd. Be lurking, the urge to Kenshi has been kindled. Yes, play Kenshi. Okay, Uno, free Lloyd. Now, Lloyd, why don't you get you? Do I get attacked by waves of new potential recruits? They don't send organized raids, but they do just wander in and attack. Okay, I'm thinking Lloyd can be another iron miner. I'm gonna make mercenary leather armor here. We're just gonna set that on repeat for a bit and have Uno start doing that. Beep can actually run back to Mongrel and see about buying us more leather. Ah, perfect timing. The store should open in now. There it is. 5 leather, all right. I think that's what we need for now. Okay, so what happens if we pick up and then put in here? Hey, it did reset the talk to. Okay. That was a good call. Yeah, so we can reset that a little more quickly. Fru, welcome in. Good to see you. All right, let's get Lunk over here. Is there anything we need to bring with us? Let's grab these books. Oh, and he's got leather as well. Misha just strikes that one down in cold blood. Oh, nope. Lunk put the leather away on the way out the door. Beep first aid this one. Be continuing your rebirth start. I don't know if I read that, but good luck. Rebirth start sounds fun. Okay, nothing to loot. All right, did we get Lunk over here? We did. Any heavies? Think you'll let your character's AFK strength train for a bit while you get a midnight snack. Very nice. Ooh, we're getting some armor coming along. Okay, another Fogman. If y'all want to just start shooting names out there, this one's going to be Curtis, but I'll try to remember any recommendations for future ones. You know what? Chitinous, I bet, needs hauling to weapon cabinet. Walter White Eyes. Pablo. Okay. We'll hopefully have another one soon. I think we should plant another wheat farm. And we can have Curtis work that one. Oh, you know what? Let's get Curtis some weapons and armor first, though. Okay, chitinous is working now. Now let's see what happens when this fills up. Okay. Iron plates are going up. Good, good, good. All right, let's get Lunk to try and grab us some heavies. Gotta take the backpack off, though. Looking for heavies and princes. Here's a heavy. Building up an army, I am. Okay, Lunk's gonna go the long way around. That's fine. Okay, we got, I saw Pablo, so we're going with Pablo. It's been working out pretty well so far. The first couple streams, the momentum was kind of slow. Let's see if we can sell some of these. And go get us some more leather. It's already well suited up. Yeah, it's that that industrial base is starting to make a difference. Your production is on game. Thank you. Two leather, that's not a ton. We'll just park Beep outside of here, waiting for this shop to open. Also, let's get Lloyd back here to grab some armor. All right, we're going to have a good amount of wheat straw to build up this farm. Aside from the endless stream of cannibalistic hivers, this is a really pleasant place, isn't it, though? Okay, and we're going to upgrade this. If we have enough, we're going to upgrade it again to an XL. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some of these heavies and move them out of Goliath squad into Aphis. Since they really, that's more of what they're doing, is helping with production around the farm. We're going to start building up our own dedicated warrior squad. That's the Goliaths, and Pablo is the first. Now let's take a look at Beep here. Even Lloyd getting in some training. That guy thought he was saved, but we just keep mining. Oh, and the second well, beautiful. Just what we needed. Our water supply is now very good. Let's build another green fruit farm. And build it there. And Curtis will be responsible for it. Hey, Cemetery Chick, welcome in. Looks like we're good for every resource except animals to harvest. Indeed. Have you all seen that new mod, the skin farming mod that allows you to grow humans and farm them for skin for leather? The Kenshi fan base is something else. I'm sad you missed the Zoo Tycoon stream. Oh, I understand. It is on YouTube, and I will be making a video out of it. It was fun. It was good nostalgia. Kind of want to try that mod with a Skin Bandit run. It's so comically evil. I was about to say, that's not one of my people getting carried away, is it? Okay, Lunk. Surely there's some more heavies down here. I wonder if they moved on to a different death yard. This death yard looks awfully active. Let's go take a look at it. Where are all these escaped servants coming from? Heavies, heavies. Heavies anywhere? Looks like the escaped servants are clearing them out. I'll take heavies or princes right now. Let's go check the one by the front of Mongrel. Ah, there's a new death yard over here. I knew I spotted a heavy. Wait, where did it drop? Wait, there we go. Nope, Mongrel. That was the wrong one. We should also make sure everybody at home has first aid. Jesse, you got first aid? Nope. And Benry? Nope. Foggy? Nope. Uno, nope. Lightness does not. Snake does. Curtis needs some. And Asir needs some. Lloyd, get over here. Okay, it looks like most everybody else does. Pablo needs to get some. Starting to look like a well-run machine. Back with a nice barley bread sandwich with butter, cheese, some meat, and spicy sauce. That does sound good. Nice, another one. This one's going to be Walta. That one's for the Walter White Eyes suggestion. Walt, stop eating people on poles, Walt. All right. Walt can't wear a hat. We need more leather. Should be a good time for Beep to go get some. You know what Kenshi needs is an ability to post somebody up, like guard this area. So I would put Walta and Pablo on the fence to guard the fence. Poor Hiver soldiers, I know. And yet I don't really want to play with a mod that fixes it. I feel like I like the limitations. Like, I know that obviously this is going to be an easier game for me because recruit prisoners makes things pretty easy. But I like that I'm using the units as they exist in the game. Oh, Beep? Beep was supposed to be waiting outside for leather, right? Playing into the story. Yeah. It's like, I know I'm modding the game, but I'm doing it to reach a certain type of gameplay that I want. Use the Hiver's expanded mod, which gives you special armor for heavies that covers their head without removing the headgear limitation. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I just didn't necessarily want to. Beep's gonna get back with some leather, and that'll let Uno make some more mercenary armor. Now, I think we'll really be doing well once we get some more research and we can be making plate armor and such. Okay, Lunk. We have heavies over here. I bet we have some heavies there. Princes would be even cooler. This might be a fresh squad, so we might find a prince in here. I'm not seeing any, though. These all look like normal Fogmen to me, and then some heavies. So let's grab this heavy. Oh, retreat. Retreat, Lunk. Try again later. What's Misha doing? Nope. Everybody get back home. Just needs the Metal Gear Solid alert music. Beep, you get back home too. Okay, so that'll be something to watch if I'm not home, the way they can aggro and chase down enemies far outside the intended range. Hey, here's a heavy. Here's a couple heavies. All right, we got ads. Okay, let's go ahead and take a short break so that nobody on Twitch who's not subscribed misses anything, and I'll see you all in just a moment for more high-tier gameplay. Appreciate you. I bet this is a Thresher Maw. This is my surprised face.
No catch. You let me go, that is all. What do you care about some banner?
Counter argument. Looking for intel. She may be useful, but she was also fun to explode. We we have been in a bit of a predicament, as you might see. You might be able to deduce that something has happened. Okay. Is everybody in this room dead except for me? Cool. I can work with that. This mini truck looks like a death trap. Maybe compared to some of the other tanks that are on the road, yeah. It's a death trap for that person. Let me introduce you to the peeler machine. The peeler machine, well, it peels things. Wow, I am really good at being a vehicular menace. All right. Back to the Fogmen. Thanks for hanging out, y'all. All right, there was probably another... Where did that other heavy go? Oh, here we go. Hello, Maiko. Hope you're well. You are late tired, I understand. It's good to see you. Lunk of all people doesn't have a med kit, huh? Oh, it might be in Lunk's backpack. Hey, we got another one. This one shall be Slurpee. Wait, Slurpee, before you go to bed, get your combat gear. Now you may go to bed. Beep, you may also go to bed, and Lunk. Any other heavies? We've got the other one in the cage. Yeah, so sleeping is not necessarily safe. They will just run in and kidnap you. We might get a couple turret people. I don't know if that's super dangerous, considering how spongy our people can be. Would you save me if I were kidnapped in my sleep by Fogmen? Of course. Very curious about the piles of corpses that will arise from having turrets set up. Let's build. Let's build a bug house over here. Fitting name, if I do say so myself. And we'll get our research bench put in there, and then maybe some beds as well. Bug house barracks for the bug people, exactly. Let's queue up leather pants as well. It's all of our leather for now. We'll also build some more wind generators. Then we'll get some spotlights going. It's going to look like a real compound in here. Once you get going, the Fog Islands are surprisingly safe. No ninja raids, no dust bandit raids, no taxes. Apparently, some parts of the Fog Island can get Prayer Day, and they can get Retribution raids if you get in a, if you get a faction real mad at you. But not so much the run-of-the-mill stuff. I think Retribution raids have a really big radius. Yeah, apparently there are very few places you can escape those. All right, so the bug house is complete. Get some more of these generators complete. Like Gut, it's not that you're out of range of the raids, it's just that they won't reach you through the beakies. Nardicus can't reach that one. Yeah, that'll be all right. Let's get some lights going. get Lunk to check out the new bug house, and we will do... do our research bench over here. Actually, it might be good to tilt it so we can still kind of get by. Then let's do some beds. That'll be a ton of our building materials, but that's why we make them. I mean, we've got 88 on standby. And how are we on fabrics? Pretty much full. Slurpee, why are you still asleep? Classic Slurpee. Well, let's get Beep to go into town and buy us some supplies again. By supplies, I just mean leather. We're basically getting everything else for ourselves. We might pick up some iron plates while we're here, but we shouldn't need too many. Nine leather is a start. Now let's get Lunk to go upstairs and talk to some new recruits. Okay, no luck this time. I like how they keep bringing escaped servants to us and then, whoa, look at this. That must be the response when they drop somebody that they're carrying. We actually look like a hive defending itself. Everybody attacks the intruders. And then goes back to their role in the hive. Chicken soft tacos for lunch sounds good. It's a lot of iron plates. Are we low on iron plates? We are. Okay. Misha's working on it. I guess we should get a corpse furnace. Cowardly sentinels aren't letting your characters off the prisoner pulls to walk around all day. They know you'd become too powerful. Let's go ahead and pause production after these. I think we'll have enough weapons for the time being. Okay. You know what? We've got some new recruits, so I'm going to go ahead and save and load. Especially since we have some turrets, that's going to become an important habit to get, well, in the habit of. These two have done basically nothing but walking around overburdened and cause trouble. Holy brother, should we just let them hang on the poles a while? Okay, we might be about as much as we can handle with this amount of people with the farms, because I noticed these plants in the back are going unharvested. What is Curtis doing? That ought to take care of that. Okay, still no luck on that one. Reaching a pretty good equilibrium here. Okay, this one's going to be cornflake. Nice, we're starting to get our own little fighting force together. Let's get Goliath Squad to form up. What a remarkable fighting force we're assembling. And our numbers only grow. Look at Lunk in the background at the food barrel. Like the true supervisor he is. All right, let's go into Mongrel. Check for some more leather. This feels very fantasy villain coded. An army of flesh eaters are rising in the accursed lands. Bunch of regular Fogmen. You know, in a way, raids would almost be better because I'm sure it would be guaranteed that with a raid, we would get some heavies and princes in the mix. Question is, will the flesh eaters do good eating the holy nation, or will they do evil not eating the holy nation? I guess you'll just have to continue to watch the series to find out. Okay, yep, food production is still going up. Time you got a Google Fi ad that just went goodbye, then glitched out and cut itself off. Ideal advertising scenario. Okay, I definitely see heavies in there. Good lord, look at all the heavies. Oh, you know what? It's going to be dark soon. It might be good to go ahead and try to grab a couple more. Okay, just to be sure, am I seeing any princes? I think this is the same death yard, and heavies keep respawning, but princes don't. That's why I'm pretty sure we're going to have to eventually go to war with these squads and wipe them out completely. Go, Lunk! Anything we need in this backpack? I don't think so. Don't let them eat Lunk on it. To Lunk's rescue, one and all. Actually, don't let them eat Beep either. Yeah, that's our Goliath squad putting in work. What are you all doing? Alright, looks like we got some people to put to bed. Lunk, why don't you grab Uno? Is that V.A. Nasir? It is. Big fan of his copper. I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews. Look at the scene of the battle that took place here. Shame there weren't any heavies knocked out that we could grab, but we did get one more at least. How was that one so strong? Okay, let's get Cornflake to get some medical supplies. I'm realizing that the most recent recruits, I didn't make sure all had medical stuff and medic set to job. Wow, Joker got real roughed up. You know what, Joker? You go take a rest. I'm proud of our hive. Good hive. Thank you. Okay, this one's name is going to be, Flat Cake. Feel like an alternative to naps in Kenshi should be a long shower. Same effect some days. True. Hey, thanks for lurking. I hope you're doing well. He dropped a bunch of that stuff. That's right, but... What's it look like down here now? Actually, Lunk still needs some more sleep, but... Yeah, Stealth 100, this is where it's at. Any key events you've missed? I wouldn't say so. We have hired quite the group. We've now got a dedicated Goliath squad, which is nothing but fighters. So today we've grabbed Pablo, Walta, Slurpee, Cornflake, Flatcake, and then we've also grabbed, I want to say, Curtis and Lloyd today. And we've pretty much moved everybody out of Mongrel, and they're now at the new main base. I think he had some complaints about our copper. Usually people just write in about that kind of thing. So many newbies. Indeed, we're growing our squad immensely. Also, Lunk was attacked grabbing a fog heavy, and that led to quite the assault on our base. It's amazing they can get up this number of assaults even without formal raid events. I mean, they're everywhere. It's a good thing there's no sickness mechanic in this game. Yeah, although I would totally understand if there were one. We might end up needing another wheat straw. You know what? Let's do it. Let's get another wheat straw farm going. Everybody's vaccinated against everything. Now, we are the ones where if the Fogmen get knocked out, we run over and grab them. It's nice to see the roles reversed. But instead of eating them, we just hit them with the wololo. Now that's a throwback. Yeah, at least nothing horrible happens when we grab them. They just, get forced into jobs and industry and having to work for the rest of their life. Favorite mechanic in Kenshi is the turntables. Okay, Lunk's awake. And they're being real resistant this time around. Not having much luck. Build a corpse furnace. Oh, the bodies do despawn after a while, but still, we can get a corpse furnace built. And I think we'll have Walta get rid of the bodies. I think Walta is real proficient at getting rid of bodies. Okay, it's about nighttime. Lunk should have better stealth this time around. They have a dedicated corpse disposal technician. Exactly. Welcome in, Wheezy. Yeah, so Lunk's stealth is 100. Excuse you. As long as we're not disposing of bodies with acid in a bathtub. And what of my methods? If you don't use the right combination, it'll play hell with the plumbing. That's a problem for me because I own this land. We're not renters. Okay, this one's leg is real messed up, but I guess it's better that than nothing at all. I think we took out most of the rest of that unit. You're good at using people as CrossFit tools. Well, Fogmen, anyway. Lunk appears to be a little confused. That's like 5 in a row that we've failed. I guess we did have really good luck earlier in the playthrough. Maybe we can get down here and there's some princes. Bunch of heavies. So many heavies. Nothing to see here. Just a pole spawning in the mountain. Wait. Is that a prince? That is a prince. Okay. Got a 99% chance to do this. Oh, don't get surrounded, Lunk. Whoa, look at all the dust bandits. What is happening at base? Lunk is unconscious. Goliath squad. To Lunk. I suppose we can find that prince. Lunk, get yourself home. Hey, there's the prince. Wonder if the Goliath squad can go get him. Bandit demands arrived at Neohive. Interesting. Beep, what are you doing out here? Beep, you cannot be out here. Everybody home. Everybody home. And what am I doing in Mongrel? Building a base, of course. Okay. Slurpee, I need you to go save Beep. Remember when you first discovered Mongrel on the map and you had a gut feeling that it was a pretty cool and peaceful city? Well, you know, the reason I'm here is because I'm doing a Fogman run. Okay, they say come out and talk to them, but I legitimately don't think I have an option to. Yeah, they legitimately don't have the option. What happened to my solo run? I finished it. I finished all the objectives that I wanted to do. If you want to check it out, it's on the YouTube. Yeah, or Micah just brought it up there in chat. But yeah, we finished everything I wanted to do in the solo run. So now we're doing a Fogman run. It was epic, thank you. All right, it looks like we're going to have to beat these dust bandits. How high do I reckon you should AFK grind your strength sets before learning how to break out? I mean, I finished my solo run with a strength of like 64. It doesn't need to be that high. But if you want to have some like really high heavy weapon or melee damage, you could. $4 guessing it ain't fully edited. Oh, it is. That is 4 hours down from 30. So yeah, it's pretty fully edited with like scene transitions and title bumpers, voiceover, B-roll. That is the condensed version of the run. Let's close the gate to buy ourselves some time. It's broken up into chapters so even your ADHD ass could get through it in a few episodes. Well, thank you for the kind words. Okay, Pablo. Pablo has our prince. We may emerge from this victorious yet and with a new prince in tow. Oh, and the Fogmen are attacking the dust bandits. Takes you 2 hours to do a short video. What the hell am I doing in 4 hours? Well, I mean, it's 7 streams edited down for every important story moment, all of the side plots, all of the training, everything. You know what, though? We have ads, so I'm going to go ahead and take a real quick restroom break. I'll be back in just a moment. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. Today I lost the piss lottery, and that's what my chat became about. We we have been in a bit of a predicament, as you might see. You might be able to deduce that something has happened. Are we all done moving? I'll accept mild gesticulating. Oh, no, I will not. I will not accept mild gesticulating. That is the last time I tolerate mild gesticulating. The only reward I got from doing this is the boost in self-confidence. And that's probably more dangerous in Kenshi than anything.
Start walking.
Look at this. He's gonna think he's got a chance. Got a new lease on life. I lost my right leg. No, child. Child, cover your eyes. Cover your eyes. Do not let this be the last thing you see of me. Hold on. Hold on. Do it for her. Do it for her. No, no, I clicked quit breathing. No. What the hell is this game? Hey, y'all, how we doing? Thanks for hanging out. Borealis, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right. Let's see. Lunk good. Where's Beep? Slurpee put Beep in bed. Very good, very good. So it turns out we do get Dust Bandit raids here. That's new. They must have just moved into the area. How do I find all the relevant clips? Skipping to the parts or just straight up watching it till I get the relevant clips for the editing? So during stream, I will sometimes mark a moment in the VOD. That helps a little bit, but mostly I watch it at 4 times speed. I separate all the parts that I want that are clips from the stream. I title them in numerical order, so I start at 1.0 point A, 1.0 point B, and I just go up from there, and then when I get to stream 2, it's 2.0 point A, 2.0 point B. I get all of those in order, and then I open a writing document, and I watch them again at 4 times speed, and I write the dialogue and the B-roll that I want in between the clips, and then I put those together, and then each stream is its own timeline, so I build one timeline at a time, then I put the timelines together, intro timeline, all the stream timelines, then the outro timeline. So yeah, it was about 35 or 40 hours of work to make a 4-hour video. Did I just say Slurpee? Yes. Here in my Goliath squad, you will see Slurpee. It's pretty good. Yeah, the trick is it took me a while to develop an ear for listening to myself at 4 times speed and still understanding what I'm saying. For a while, it was only 2 times speed. And I can still, once I've done the initial edits, I can only do the fine edits at 2 times speed. But doing the rough cuts at 4 times speed is a time saver. It's crazy, though. You can barely understand when you do 2 times speed. I speak pretty slowly to the point that now when I listen to myself in 1 times speed, I'm like, come on, could this guy speak any slower? I sound normal to myself now at 2 times speed because of the way that I edit. I have fried my brain. So I'll have to figure out how to make DaVinci accept the file format from VODs. It just does for me. I think I use an MP4. Oh, now we're getting Dust Bandit attack. Goliath squad, form up. Four times speed for the rough cuts, 2 times speed for the fine tuning. Exactly. Head to bed, have fun, and for the hive. Thank you, Trans Tanky Girl. Have a good one. I think Flat Cake needs medical supplies. Who's being attacked here? Bakushin. Oh, yeah. OBS defaults to something like an MKV or something like that. It gives you a warning when you try to go to MP4. I do the hybrid MP4 because it works with the marks that you can make on the VOD. Speak slightly faster than normal, so you probably practice for 3 times, but not bothering with 4 times. Yeah, it's all about what you can do in your workflow. Is this the dust? Oh, that's just a dust bandit. He was just hit in, like, every limb before he finally died. Or, you know, got knocked unconscious. Can I go back to my farming, please? Probably understand every word when Eminem raps fast now. So I don't really listen to much rap, but my flex is I can usually understand metal vocals. Do I use anything like Audacity for adding my voice lines over game sounds? So believe it or not, I just record my voice. I just go in OBS and record myself. And then I just put the video file over and use the audio from that. The reason I do that is my OBS has filters set up. It's got noise gates and compressors and reverse compressors and expanders. And so if I record the voice line in OBS, it sounds like my voice on a stream. If I record it separately, which you can do straight into DaVinci Resolve or to Audacity if you prefer, then I have to spend time leveling it and adding the compressors and everything to get it the same tone. And that was a huge Dust Bandit raid. Look at this guy. Still coming at us, ransacking town. Sure, guy. Sure. Tried to upload 4-hour VODs before and YouTube wouldn't let you. Are you verified? Because I did used to have a VOD channel, and I would upload 4- and 5-hour VODs to that, and it worked fine. But there is something you need to do. Yeah, you need to do verification features to upload a video that long, I think. Which was pretty easy. It's one of those stupid, like, take a video of your face and send it in. That's annoying. It is how they keep, like, bots and stuff from abusing it by uploading hours and hours of stuff, but it is annoying. YouTube out here collecting faces. Oh, yeah, they, you have to do that for a lot of stuff. Of course, if I didn't already have an AdSense account through Google, I might be a little more upset about it, but they already have to have a ton of information on me. And let's be real, if your face is in a video, YouTube is collecting it anyways. I don't care what they tell you. I don't care what forms you sign. If your face is in a video, it's already deep in some neural network in the bowels of Google, along with, like, billions of other souls. It's just the way of the world right now. You have no issues. You usually upload your full-length VODs, mostly for archiving. Yeah. Yeah, once you've done what they expect you to do, you can upload, I want to say, 10-hour videos. good info since you're starting to get since you're going to start posting some Blender and source file manipulation animations. Honestly, there could be a future where, I mean, I would love to learn how to do that. I just can't do that and stream and make videos and play my guitar, you know? But there's definitely a future where I might want to commission some of that stuff. It's a thing you're facing on YouTube, but it is in Facebook, so you're sure you're cooked as well. Yeah, yours is just in the bowels of Meta instead of Alphabet. Alphabet being, by the way, the company that owns Google and YouTube and all that, Alphabet Holdings. AdSense sounds like SpiderSense, but for page metrics. Yeah, pretty much. Learning so much temporarily. Hog Death Yard has been wiped out, huh? All right. Now that all of that is done. Used to do it before you went to college, but then you had the same thing. Couldn't do work and college and your other hobbies, take care of a family member, and also sit down and work on Blender. Your schedule is more clear now and you feel the motivation. Very cool. These are all the people we're waiting to recruit right now. Chilling with some Kenshi, good conversation, dinner, and some creative pursuits is a near ideal evening. It should be every evening. Recruit or voluntold. I mean, it doesn't always work, but... Cornflake, why are you hungry? Oh, I know why. We've got to save and load. Kenshi, every evening. No, but I am thinking about starting another series. Another, like, simulation series. Ever done a crab conquest run? No, but it's on the list. Yeah, so I am thinking about... I've got a couple of games queued up that I might try a couple of streams of. I'm thinking... Stalker Anomaly, RimWorld, Project Zomboid, maybe Conquest of Elysium 5, something like that. Maybe try Battle Brothers. I want to make sure that I'm on top of my YouTube stuff first, because it would be to make YouTube videos with, but I'm definitely thinking another game where we can sort of make and tell our own stories and eventually make videos with it. My idea for Stalker Anomaly is, like... I've never played Stalker Anomaly, let's try permadeath. Something like that. So basically, I'm just gonna do permadeaths in Stalker Anomaly, and we're just gonna make little stories about the characters and see how long we can last. Walter! No, what are you doing, Walter? Get back in the base, Walter. So annoyed having found out that you can't be a cannibal in Kenshi. I'm sure you can with a mod. Zomboid is a great story generator too, absolutely. Current IRL permadeath run seems to be going well, so you have confidence. Broke down and buckled under peer pressure from many streamer friends to try Hollow Knight and Silksong, so you bought them for Switch too. I have no idea what you're getting into except pain and suffering. Well, they're pretty games, too, so maybe it's not just pain and suffering. Man, they are way more aggressive this stream than they were before. Are Fogmen cannibals? That is a difficult thing to answer because they will eat hivers. Whether they are the same, whether they're sufficiently similar to hivers to be considered cannibalistic when they eat hivers is a question. But actually, no, yes, they are cannibals because if you put a Fogman on a feeding pole, other Fogmen will eat it. They don't do that. They don't engage in that activity on their own volition. But if somebody puts their own on a pole, they'll eat them. Suppose, but it's weird. It ain't in vanilla. How's that gone over the head of the devs? They probably just could only fit so many features. Are hivers human or were human? No, they are a humanoid race. So, like, this is a hiver. Kind of a bug person. They have a queen. They follow the orders of the queen. They have drones and workers. They live in huts that they build by regurgitating things they eat into building materials. As for their origin, it's never made quite clear, but it is considered possible that they were created by the Second Empire to be a form of human that is more easy to control and also requires less food and is more hardy to the environmental dangers of the world. So they're opportunistic cannibals. Like if the situation provides, they'll do it, but otherwise they won't actively seek people out to munch on. Fogmen, yes. Regular hivers are not. Hivers become fogmen when their connection to their queen is severed. So if you kill a hiver queen, then the entire hive will turn into a dead hive and they become fogmen. Walter, what are you doing, Walter? Oh, finding corpses. Okay. Yeah, that's a Walter thing to do. Like axolotls, if they're hungry and no food in sight, they'll eat parts of their siblings. Sure, the parts grow back, but still. How quickly does that change take place in-game? So, down here in Royal Valley, I encountered a hive. Then we went down here and we killed the hive queen. By the time I traveled back up to the hive, it was already a dead hive and overrun with fogmen. So quite quickly. Walt's a little broken. We're just going to take the corpse disposal off for now. Being the leader of cannibals and taking over the world and making cannibalism the new way of the world, that is a Kenshi classic. Damn, we failed like 8 recruitment attempts in a row. It's led to a lot of interesting theories about what happened to the queen. Right. I think one of the popular ones is that the Holy Nation might have destroyed the queen in this area and resulted in the Fogman crisis. Walter is doing his best. How are we on food? Okay, we're making more food than we're eating. That's the most important part. Need to wait a little while longer to try another recruitment. So I think we might leave the Goliath team to Cornflake. Why aren't you eating? We might leave the Goliath team to base defense and build up an army for external conflicts. They call it Fogmen because the Fogland is the first incident of that happening. I don't think there's a 100% clear answer, but that's a good theory and a likely situation. Hivers in general seem to be new to Kenshi. They seem to be only a few hundred years old. And it does seem like the population in the Fog Islands is the only known habitat of Fogmen. So yeah, it's very likely that, because in the game, you have a bunch of unreliable narrators. You have a bunch of societies that don't actually know what happened. They aren't actually very aware of the world around them. So yeah, it's likely they're just associated with the fog. All right, day 69. Let me get some nices in chat for day 69. Too bad I missed 4:20 in the morning on day 69. Okay, we got another prince. Let's welcome Conway. Now, Conway is going to be a member of a very special group. Going to be a member of Team Vespid. Team Vespid handles the special operations. These more suggestions, or am I going off the cuff? Off the cuff right now, but I've been taking suggestions. Spec Ops team, exactly. Not looked into the lore yet, but you know it's meant to be a bunch of post-apocalypses. Yeah, pretty much. All right, now eventually Conway should get some assassin's rags, but that'll do for now. We also need to make a storage chest for our Fog Prince heads, just to get them out of the inventory. Conway's stealth is -4. Okay, that's really bad for a special operator. You submit the following name suggestion. I'm not going to read that out until you explain it to me because it feels like a gotcha name, but I don't know why or how. Oh, we've got another Fog Heavy here that we need to recruit as well. Cannibal. I see. Can he ball? See, I was thinking, like, can he ball? Like, does he play basketball, though? The best gotcha name, Subway Slammer. Let's build some training up here. We don't have steel bars. Assassination dummies would be good, but we need leather. Suggestion withdrawn. It's okay, I'll give you another one if you want. Name one of the Spec Ops team, Lieutenant Dan. Why is this one unconscious? Oh, hunger. So they don't count as actual prisoners, so they actually can starve to death. Lunk, feed the prisoners. He'll eat that when he wakes up. How many people can you have at max? Base game without a mod is 30. With the mod that I have, 256. Why can I not first aid this one? Okay, Maiko, if you... I'll name him Kenny Ball if you want, but if you want a different name, I'm going to give this one to you. This is another Fog Heavy. We'll decide if he goes in Team Vespid or Team Goliath. Vermilion. Your question is, why are the recruits in cages? Because I'm using a mod called Recruit Prisoners. That's the only way I'm able to get them on my side. In normal gameplay, you cannot recruit Fogmen. So with the mod, you can recruit people that you imprison, and you have a chance to convert them over to being one of you. All right, this one's Vermilion. You're going to put forward Adachi as a name. So we've got Adachi, Lieutenant Dan, and Subway Slammer. Mercy's been appreciated. All right, let's go put Vermilion in bed. Pickles. Maiko, you don't have to at all, but if you felt like dropping some of these in the Discord... His leg is hanging on by a thread. He needs an 8-hour nap. I just need a nap. I just need a nap. As his own suicide squad? Absolutely. Kind of started a list, then abandoned it. I mean, it's not really your job to do a list, but... if you felt like it. What was I doing just now? Oh, Vespid. Conway. Conway, I need you to put your head in this box so it doesn't get stolen. I'm going to send Conway into Mongrel to see if... oh, wait, I don't know if we're allied with the thieves. We might be. We might be. Let's see. I'm looking for some ninja rags or some assassin's rags for Conway. Okay, so I could probably get together the money to join the thieves. Be even better if I could make my own. I guess Lunk is wearing the only ones that I have. Sounded like an odd request, put your head in this box so it doesn't get stolen. Alright, let's see. Not in here. See, Spec Ops, they don't have to go with general issue stuff. They can procure their own equipment. And if we can procure them some ninja or assassin rags, even better. I don't think they can wear the shirt. No, they can't. I don't suppose the ranger shop or the weapon shop would have them. Wow, masterwork grade samurai armor. Pickles, Adachi, Lieutenant Dan, missing any from today's chat. Subway Slammer. And if anybody else got one in or wants to get one in, go ahead and drop it in the chat. Let's get Beep to run a bunch of weapons for money. We can probably turn the weapon faucet back on too, provided that we have the iron plates that we need. Oh yeah, we're full. All right. Let's get some heavy pole arms going too. All right, Beep. Time for you to be a runner again. Repo Man was suggested in the Discord. Okay, that's another good one. Snakes under attack. Dealt with. Repo Man should be the one kidnapping Fogmen. That's a good Spec Ops name. You leave A. Nasir alone. Who are you? Mongrel Bar Patron. What am I doing in here again? Oh yeah, we wanted to sell and buy some leather and such. Is there a Kenny? You thought you saw a Kyle? No. No, Kyle was just a random name. But we can get a Kenny in there probably too. As long as he keeps resurrecting. Hey, Vermilion's leg is almost healed up. Cornflake is broken and doesn't want to eat. That's a bit of a problem. I'm sure saving and loading enough times will fix that. The logic seems so Bethesda-esque. Lost a leg, take a nap. The Kenshi version of turning it off and on again. Exactly. Okay, we got another one. Let's do Adachi. Oh, nope, not import. Let's get Adachi to man a turret. Why can't I interact with these turrets? Time to control shift F11 again. It's everyone's favorite detective. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. It is control shift F11, right? Control shift F11. I suppose it's telling me that there's nothing to fix. But these turrets are definitely not working. Like, I can't even select them to dismantle. Oh, Kenshi, you beautiful game. We love you. You know what? Let's get some turrets up here. I think it's F12. No, Shift F12 is the toggle the game editor. That's what I was just checking. Wait, why can't I just put this wherever? You always do that? Hey, thanks for the follow. Welcome in. Now, honestly, the turret could be a bad call. Because our people are pretty flimsy. And it seems like Adachi is already... Oh, you know what? You know what? We need to save and load before we do this. Because I think Adachi can actually turn on other people if the AI bugs out. Yeah, turret things are weird with the Recruit Prisoners mod. Okay, see, now Adachi is manning it and not having any problems. Shift F12 does the same thing as Control Shift F11, you think? Hey, you know what? A save and load did it. It's a big group. Any princes? Any princes in chat? Any princely beings? Blowing in the cartridge, exactly. Shame, what a princeless society we're living in. What? I think my building's broken again. So I've been told to never ever press the fix stuff button. I don't know about the nav mesh tools though. But Control Shift F11 is not doing anything. It's like the popcorn button. Never ever press the popcorn button to get popcorn. Popcorn button? Yeah, if you look on the instructions for popcorn, like every popcorn in existence tells you not to use the popcorn button on the microwave. Okay, well, we just saved, so hello, bandit demands that just spawned inside. Why did you spawn in? It's like some kind of SCP where a bunch of people just appear in the air, heavily bleeding, and collapse to the ground. Nav mesh tools is what you were looking for originally. Yeah, we just saved, so let's try it. Doesn't seem to be doing anything. Wait. Hey! Okay. Very cool. Thank you, Ada. So your characters on the loading screen looked like the robot autophage race in No Man's Sky. That sounds cool. Autophagy, the eating of oneself. A necessary strategy for cellular health and protection. Dachi needs to go grab a med kit. When it wasn't doing anything and you had a bunch of dead bandits drop in, you thought we were about to play through a creepypasta haunted version of Kenshi. Beep, drowned. Points for anybody who gets that reference. I know that one's going back a ways. Be terrifying to stumble on just going out for a nice walk outside the base and suddenly you see half a dozen floating, bleeding strangers. What is happening here? Bet there's a Halloween mod for Kenshi at this point. I know there's one for flying beak ogres. And then there is one for mist ghouls, which are a legend in the game. And in the mod, they are rare, very powerful, even scarier Fogmen. Man, Adachi is getting beaten up. Miss School sounds scary, yeah. Alright, so did the bandit demand thing already happen? Okay, here we go. Here goes Pickles. Bandit demands to Neohive has failed. Just Googled a picture of one and holy fricker, the Kenshi devs okay. Well, the Mist Ghouls are a mod. I mean, the description comes from the game, but the model is a mod. Ooh. Adachi almost killed Walta. Look. Look. Walta got incredibly lucky that there was just nothing important in the sectors of head that bolt pierced. Adachi, how could you do this? Nobody could have seen this happening. You know what? Let's get Adachi off the wall. Walta's like, I got a freaking headache. You think Adachi needs some target practice that doesn't involve Walta's head? Okay, so here's the thing. If you look at their stats, precision shooting, stats affected, friendly fire avoidance, ways to train, accidentally shooting your friends. So no, Adachi actually is doing the expected thing all along. Walk it off, Walta. Walk it off. So Adachi did it on purpose? Sure, we'll go with that. Oh, Vermilion is almost healed up. Whoa. Where's Vermilion going? It's funny that they get their dust bandits, and then they come over and start fights with us instead of just taking their prey. Don't think Adachi and Walter White would get along, so it's oddly in character. We're doing crossovers at levels you never even thought possible. Okay, we need to send Beep into town for some more leather. kind of stats does Pickles have then? So Pickles is a basic Fogman, so not amazing stats. So keep in mind, usually in the game, you start with stats somewhere between -2 and 2, something like that. So 10 strength, 14 toughness, 15 dexterity. Not bad. Attack and defense 14. Weapons between 13 and 16. Turrets 21. So actually Pickles is a decent turret person. And also, depending on which type of Fogman they are, they get bonuses or debuffs to how quickly they grow levels in each individual skill. Oh, no, don't send Pickles out here. Pickles, you stay and do your thing. Beep needs to purchase before the shop closes. 8 leather, what a score. And 6 leather, very nice. Clothing shop still open? Let's see if we can get in there. And 2 leather. That might be the most leather I've ever found in one run of Mongrel. Now, honestly, Lunk, I've realized part of Lunk's problem when kidnapping people is low strength. So what Lunk is going to do is grab a bunch of copper and maybe a body and just run around with it. Have a body here, yeah. Now, Hive Princes like Lunk is get a debuff to strength, so that's part of the reason his strength is training so slowly. But we can do this while we keep an eye on things. You know what? I wonder. Follow a Nasir. Lunk's gym arc, exactly. So Lunk is just going to follow a Nasir around. And that should get the strength going automatically. Or maybe we need to follow someone more active. Do we even have someone more active? Looks like Kyle. Follow Kyle. Lunk getting them gains, exactly. And at this point, only a couple levels could make a big difference. Also, if you carry a body, you gain strength XP twice as fast. So we'll leave them to do their thing. Somebody new to the squad. I think it was Vermilion. Yeah, Vermilion needs pants. That'll do. Walta's head is nearly healed up. Where do we want Pickles to go? Pickles is just a drone. The iron mining is going well. So I don't really know where we need pickles to be. Pants? There aren't any pants in a post-apocalyptic world. Well, that's what separates the civilized. Just really long underwear. But what makes that any different in our day-to-day? See, Lunk's already gained a couple levels in strength. You live like a Fogman. Hey, Frankie. Welcome in, Raiders. How y'all doing? So good to have you. Frankie, I hope your stream was good today. I'm assuming some more Kenshi. Hey, I'm new here. Well, welcome on in. Here we play Kenshi on Saturdays and Sundays. We do challenge and themed runs, and today we are doing a Fogman rehabilitation run. We have grown our numbers since last many of you stopped by. New to Kenshi. Oh man, you're gonna love this game. I tell you what though, don't look anything up. Just play how you want to play and live with your mistakes, and you're going to love the game. Y'all, for real, though, if you're here on Twitch or YouTube and you don't know Frankie and you like Kenshi, go check out Frankie Was Here. Super chill streams, super good at answering Kenshi questions, got some great guides on YouTube. Thanks for the tips as a new player. Oh, for sure. Other tip, this is the only tip you should take. You want to head to the south of the map as soon as you can. The farther south you go, the safer you are. So yeah, if you feel like telling us what you were up to, feel free. Could I get a snooze on the ads if you happen to see that? It's okay if not, and it goes by. Modded skeleton run used Nodachi and Topper today. Oh, very cool. Wait. Yesterday you were doing KLR-M arms, right? The modded ones. Is that still what you were doing today? Oh, thank you anyways, Michael. I appreciate it. Did an STM run. Okay. I'm not super familiar with those mods, but I'll have to look into them. All right, so once Lunk gets some more strength... So Kyle is harvesting right now. But Lunk's strength has already gone from 16 to 20 just following Kyle around. So that'll help a little bit with the kidnappings. Twitch bamboozled you. It'll do that. The ad timer and everything is not super reliable. It's basically a little more frail version of a skeleton that heals a bit faster, levels strength slower, and dex much faster. Interesting. We started getting Dust Bandit raids out here, which is interesting. For the first 4 streams, we never got any raids out here. And then today we started getting Dust Bandit raids, and it was after we did a Control-Shift F11, so I wonder if that has something to do with it, or I wonder if a group just spawned in range for the first time. Oh, let's get Goliath team out here. Don't let them take Snake. Let's get a few of you to attack the one carrying Snake, and then the others, Flat Cake, Vermilion, attack the one carrying Lloyd. Cool, okay. These ad breaks are just getting longer and longer. I mean, it's 3 minutes an hour. That is what I have always run. That is the minimum to keep pre-rolls off. That is all we can do, really. It's been 3 minutes an hour. As long as I've been on Twitch is what you need to do to keep the pre-roll ads off. I always laugh at ads. Those fools think you have money. Where's Snake? Snake. Snake. Go lay down and heal yourself up. Goliath team proving themselves once again as a rescue operation. Love looking at your squad and seeing chest injury, another chest injury. I need to get into making plate armor. But for now, I think we have the best I can do with what I have, which is the mercenary leather armor. One time, a dust coat blueprint came up, and I haven't seen it for sale since. Aren't Fogmen Hiver's chest hit chances so fun? They are indeed. Monk's getting that strength up. That works for me. So, Frankie, what's the next run? Also, if you got to get out of here, no worries whatsoever. Absolutely feel free. 25% chance turns into 40, then 50. Adachi, why aren't you eating? We got to do a save and load. Probably another modded skeleton run. They're surprisingly balanced. Very cool. Yeah, we've had a couple points today where we have to save and load because the recruited prisoners don't always want to eat. Gotta respect the raid and fade always. Adachi's getting food now. Okay, cool. And our food is still on good terms. It's attacked Bakushin. Oh, look at that. Wait. Do we see any? Wow, where did... They must have spawned in. They must have spawned in when I did the save and load. We got to get Goliath team over here. It's a lot of critters. Sure is. Don't know if it's still like this, but back in the day, you had to save and load after recruiting someone as they kept hostility with other characters, too. You would recruit a unit in a town, and everyone would break down your doors to get to them, and they would get torn to shreds. It's not that bad, but I did recruit one and give them a turret job, and they started immediately targeting my other members. I think it's mostly still broken with turrets and crossbows. Mystery Dungeon Monster House moment? What's that about? Akushin, you're going to be surrounded if anybody wakes back up. Who doesn't have space for what? Is it Nardicus? What are you trying to have space for? Oh, chitinous. What is chitinous trying to pick up? What do you not have space for? Remember a buddy of yours recruited the Hive Queen in spring and he walked her into Tinfist HQ, he mega kicked her in the head, instantly killed her. With the sudden spawn of all those Fogmen, Pokemon Mystery Dungeon had random encounters called Monster Houses where a lot of enemies would appear. Gotcha. Is my house mesh broken again? Control Shift F11. I just did that. That's where it just popped up loading. This house keeps breaking, and Control Shift F11 has stopped doing anything. Wait, maybe it was working in the background. Maybe the UI just stopped appearing. Save and load, maybe. That's what's done it before. There we go. Chitinous is back to making weapons. Control Shift F11 takes a few moments sometimes. Yeah, just the UI hasn't been appearing today. I'm thinking that's what's happening because sometimes it looks like nothing is happening. It doesn't tell me like, oh, 20 buildings fixed with corrupted data or whatever. Maybe we've got a weird UI bug going since we didn't get any pop-ups last time we did it, but it worked. Yeah. Hello, Lunk. Nice hat. Do I have the loading setting enabled, like fast hopping? Yes. Fast zone hopping, I do have enabled. Want to say that sometimes causes some UI stuff not to display. Okay. I'm learning stuff about this game all of the time, and sometimes it's just stuff about how this game doesn't always quite work right. No matter what anyone says, never click fix stuff on the Shift F12 menu. I remembered that earlier. That came up. Control Shift F11 is the only fix you should use. Okay. Pure beat? Yeah, no worries. Okay, look, so we have some heavy pole arms going to. Funny to me that the heavy pole arm is the same weight as the regular pole arm. Maybe there's a disparity as they get higher tier. Send Beep into town. Control Shift F11 is a check for can we fix this, and if so, let's try. Fix stuff is like, is something wrong? Okay, let's remove it. Okay, now let's try to replace it. Issue is that it has no check to make sure it fixes the issue. Hey, Rez Cougar, welcome in. Good evening and happy Saturday to you. Hope you're doing well. It's like getting someone to come by to repair your door. They take down your door, realize they have none in stock, and never come back again. Ooh, 9 leather. Very nice. Cause a lot of problems, I see. Oh, I shouldn't have sent Beep while hungry, but that's okay. Never go shopping when you're hungry. Never not giggle when you see mobs running at top speed like that. Ooh, Ashland hat. Sleeveless long coat. Want a salted pretzel? Miss going to the mall as a kid and getting those? Oh, that would be great. With some cream cheese, a little bit of butter on it. The butter's already on it when you buy it. You know what? Just to have this in case I want to play around with it, I'm going to get the sleeveless long coat blueprint. And bring Beep on back. All right, let's see. Compared to the mercenary leather armor, it is less protective. Has 60% acid. Increased dodge skill and attack damage effect. Okay. So I can understand how that is good for like martial arts maybe, or I mean the attack damage effect is nice. Oh, and it also provides leg protection. So there's some nice stuff about it. You think you know why Catlon was so bitter? He spent so much time as emperor, but he never got to wear any kind of crown because skeletons can't wear hats. You know, I think there's something to that. I think we need more of that empathy. Output full. Okay, so chitinous, what's your problem? Aimless. Why is it that you don't want to grab a weapon? And put it away. Just get stuck doing that sometimes. 2-year-old loves skeletons, any kind of skeleton. Chitinous McFladden, your boy. Yeah, Chitinous now has a weaponsmith of 85. We just need to get some new research. I'm so caught up in micromanagement for the team that I already have. I honestly need some more heavies and some more princes. Feel every faction leader looks at Catlon and goes, what makes him so great? Oh yeah, he doesn't wear a helmet. And they don't realize that's just because he's a skeleton. That's your headcanon, at least for why leaders don't wear helmets. I could see it. Okay, it's about to get nighttime. How's Lunk's strength? Lunk now has strength of 26. think let's let Lunk get a little more strength training in, and then we'll start to do some kidnaps. Do they not wear helmets because they had head cannons? The head cannon is stronger than the hand cannon. Starting to make some specialist grade stuff. Have to go make some taquitos. Make sure to hydrate and have a great stream. Thank you, Frankie. Thank you for the raid, and thanks for all your support. If you were an animated skeleton, you'd let all the people that love you attach a padlock to your rib cage. So romantic. Todd, welcome in. Hope you're doing well, Todd. All right, so the goal by the end of next stream has got to be get a team of specialists that can go outside the walls and get us things. Maybe we'll test them by going to go get us some skins from river raptors. But ultimately, I want a squad that we can task with going to ruins and getting... We need engineering research. We need ancient science books. That's the next step. So we got to assemble a team that's capable of doing that. We've got the team that basically can run the town pretty much on their own now. So it is time to move up and move out. Does your man here have a man for a hat? So he's carrying a body, but when you save and load, when they're carrying a body, sometimes they wear them as a hat. Just woke up from a nap. How's my weekend? My weekend's good so far. It is good. And he's carrying a body because you get strength experience twice as fast when you're carrying somebody. And we're having him follow people around while carrying heavy weights to train strength. Yep, just following around. Res Cougar, thank you for the gift sub to Borealis. I appreciate you. One of the interesting things about your weird gray desert setup is that you can have people train strength and athleticism just by hauling water from all your wells to the central water tank. What is this here? Oh, that's part of the grain silo. Oh, we're starting to get more straw flour than we can do anything with. It might be time for a second bread oven. Our food supply. Food supply is still looking good. And we're full of green fruit. I think it's time for bread oven number 2. It's gotten bigger, by the way, up to over 50 automatic wells. Bread. All right, now let's get Foggy to also operate this. We'll take Foggy off of these other jobs here. See if this works. Dust Witch, meat roll, or food cube? Food cube. Oh, hats. Food cube is love, food cube is life. I feel like if I were in Kenshi, I would prefer the meat wrap. But food cube is a good way to go about it as well. Oh, we've still got a bunch of people on hold. I forgot about that. Food cube looked like the best option from that Kenshi cooking IRL video. I feel like I would have liked the Gohan from that. Managed to get your hands on some green fruit and the technology for hydroponics. Dust witches are being phased out. Long live the cube. It's so interesting to see the systems take over and just see them respond to things, heal themselves. They don't always do it perfectly, but it is interesting to be able to just sit back and watch like your colony. That's a pretty big group. Literally warm banana bread out of the oven can make your whole year. I need it now. Heard a good argument that food cubes are zucchini bread, and you want it to be true. Yeah, I have always thought they are zucchini bread. Zucchini bread is basically banana bread, but green. Make a lovely sharp cheddar zucchini bread. Hey, look at that 30 strength. Well, all right. I tell you what. I think we're going to go ahead and wrap up here. I'm at a good point. I don't quite have the focus right now necessary to launch part 2 of today's plan. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to wrap up. And tomorrow, the goal is going to be do what we did today, but get an outside squad that's ready to go to combat and search ruins and stuff for us and launch the next trajectory of Lunk's Neo Hive. So thanks everybody for being here and being a part of it. Quick reminder that I do have a YouTube. I am almost at the 500 subscribers I need for the first rank of partner. I'm posting my Kenshi videos over there. I have a Zoo Tycoon video coming out. all of my other stuff, upcoming videos. I've got lots of videos over there. If you want to see my solo hardcore rock bottom run, that is over there. If you want to see my blind first playthrough, that is over there. We would love to have you check out the YouTube or simply join us for another stream. Let's go ahead and wrap it up. If you're on YouTube and watching this, please consider dropping a like. It does tell YouTube that this was a good stream that more people should see, and we would love to see you back for another one. We're going to call this save Zucchini Bread Hell Yeah. Sorry you missed most of it? No worries, Todd. I always support people getting in a nap. All right, as usual, we're going to go ahead and close the YouTube out first. YouTube, thank you for being here. Whether you were here live or you caught the VOD later, I appreciate you, and I hope you're enjoying our Fogmen rehabilitation run as much as I am. Look forward to more to come. I'll see you tomorrow for more of it. So until we catch you.